Then Baba says less than a second is your experience. Is your experience that is natural, where you don't even have a thought, is your experience. No? Experience just emerges. So, what we're doing every day in our studies is creating these experiences that is becoming more and more natural. So, the soul is becoming a natural yogi, easy yogi. You're returning back to who you are as the soul used to be in Paramdham with Baba. How did I use this? Is one question I ask myself many, many, many times. In these 42 years with Baba, I would have asked myself thousands of times. Why? Because it is the most important aspect for me. Oh, Baba, what I used to be like when I was with you at home, how pure I was, how close I was to you. I fix my seat. Baba, I must be here. I have to be here so close to you. So, because the soul will see that as a name that I was so close to Baba in Paramdham, it's easy. You're not going to say, oh, somebody's in front of me, this one is in front of me. You know, all those thoughts will not be there. But in 1 second, you will find yourself, you're in that position of where you are at home. It's soul, no? It's light, it's thought, it's feelings, it's experience. And so every day we're remembering Baba. This is what's so we study and we listen to all that he told us today. We don't yawn, we don't do all those things in front of the fathers. So what we do? We're enjoying as he's speaking to me. And so now today, whole day, what we will do? Practice it. We will stay with him. We will move with him. We will dance with him. We will enjoy with him. But that is remembrance. And then detach in 1 second. You know, when I was thinking of this Videhi part of one is soul conscious. This is called soul conscious practice. Soul is in body. Other is I'm practicing to become detached, like you're sitting for yoga. So one is soul using body, one is soul park the body. I'm not using the body. And I detach myself from the body. And now I'm doing yoga. Sometimes Baba says, you must have heard in Murli, Baba says that while you're remembering Baba, there could be loud music. You can play the band, you can do anything. At that time, are we going to say somebody's disturbing me having yoga? Should we say that? You know, I want such quietness and silence in yoga. Yes, we need to create the atmosphere, we need to, but if you're in a situation where there is noise, then what happens? I should still be able to be detached. But then, when there is Murli time, there is study time, should there be noise? No. No noise at the time of Murli. Whatever happens during yoga, I should still be able to be detached. So when we sit for yoga, our body should not pull us. What we have to do should not pull us. Where we have to go should not pull us. Nothing should pull. I am now totally in a stage where I'm with Bap Dada in subtle region. Totally detached. I'm going away and feel the power and the relationship of being with Bap Dada in subtle region. Experience the joy of being with Bap Dada. Knowledge gives happiness. Using the body here gives happiness, all of that. But the happiness that is in subtle world as an angel is different because it's not connected to senses. No? Everything here is still connected with senses. So we're still taking happiness and sorrow from senses. Subtle region, that happiness is different. Make sense? Yes? Because it's subtle. It's not something which what I'm seeing and eating and all of those things, but it's angelic. It is divine. It's so subtle. And then Paramdham, when we take our thoughts to Paramdham, what does that feel like? Seed, essence. Everything is merged and you become essence. Just soul and God. Now, this practice I find for myself is so powerful. And when I look at Brij Mohan Bhai, many of you have seen him. Who has seen Brij Mohan Bhai? And who has seen him in his last days, his end stage? You all have not seen him as in his end stage. You saw him on YouTube. Yeah. In his last days, like I had a video conversation with him, but I could have felt the soul was so far away, so far away. And it is because for the whole 7 months, I think that he was sick for, there was a lot of silence because he couldn't speak. So he didn't practice staying in the body, he practiced leaving the body, going away from the body. So by the end, the soul decided that I'm going to go. On the seventh, he decided, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave now. And on eighth, totally in a state of silence, detached from the body. And then he left body on ninth, totally, totally gone on ninth. He decided. How could one decide on that? Brahma Baba decided, right? When they told Baba, we will bring the doctor, when Baba said he was having a little pain, they will bring the doctor. What did Baba say? Don't bring doctor, but they still sent for doctor. By the time doctor came, Baba left. And in the last Murli of January 18, we know Baba said goodbye to the children. All of you heard that Murli, no? Baba said goodbye to the children. He was taking leave from the children because Baba knew that it's time for him to go. Ah, he took chutti. So he knew. Now, this was how Bhai Sab, he knew, Brijmohan Bhai, he knew that he was going to go. And so he became. And I feel that that's the stage that we have to reach, that we have to decide that everything is settled, everything is clear, there is no pull, absolutely no pull here. And I am now with Baba. So even when I have to come into the body to do all the things we still have to do, we are not coming from here, we're coming from there. Does it make sense? Because one is what I'm practicing here, I will go on practicing. But to actually make it powerful, natural, and easy, come from there here. Come from the home. That powerful energy of the home. Because in the home, there is absolutely no distraction. Absolutely. It's complete stillness, completely the soul in its fullness. And we have to emerge that because the soul has the memory, no? Each one of us have it. That's who we are. That's why Baba says original, eternal. Original, eternal sanskar is a what? And each one of us, we have to know it. I remember when I came to Baba, I was living very far away from the center. And I never took the course. It was just going for the first time at the center, staying at the center for the first time. I'm doing everything as though I belong. I didn't take time. It's a long story. But I remembered it was Didi Mohini and Jagdish Bhai who were going to Guyana at that time. And and I'm with them and doing everything around. It was like home. Now, I don't know that one of the discipline is that you cannot stay at the center without doing the course and without becoming a Brahmin as such. But the few days that my cousin stayed with me at our house, I was already vegetarian, eating pure food and all those things. There was no Amrit Vela, there was no Murli, there was nothing because I wasn't studying. But she stayed for 5 days and she was cooking and she was doing everything. And one day when she said to me, after next one first day, she asked me, "Will you wake up?" I said, "No, that's not my time to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning." I said, "Okay." Next day, I knew when she was waking up and I got up and I went and I sat there. Baba himself had to give me that experience. It was such a profound feeling of silence that that experience was transforming me. Remember, there was no knowledge to transform me. It was an experience that was changing my whole life. And whole day I was in this stage, it's like I don't you couldn't put knowledge to it, right? Because I didn't have knowledge. But it was a deep experience of silence that what I felt was so powerful. And she had this little photo size Brahma Baba's picture and she had it stuck to the wall. And I'm sitting there with my grandmother and her. This is going back so many years ago. And then when she said to me, and imagine just few days before, she would have asked me, would you come to with me? Would you do this? And I said, and few times she had come to visit, and I said, I was born a Hindu. Please leave me to die being a Hindu. I am not changing my religion. And here I am now having such an experience and being pulled. Complete distaste was happening for my parents, for family, home, everything, food, everything. Complete distaste was happening. Complete everything. So when she says, let's go to the center, I said, okay, let's go. I used to like nice things, fashionable things, and all of that. I left everything and I went to the center. That week was a life changing experience. That even Jagdish Bhai is asking me the question who's coming for the first time. He's asking, how did you use knowledge to conquer Maya? I said, I don't have no knowledge of Maya. I said, I'm here first time. I don't know. Even Moini Didi saying, you came first time and you're staying here. I went to my teacher and I said, why? What does she mean by this? You're coming here first time and you're staying? She said, nobody comes and stay here first time. That was my winning lottery. I just came. I came with my cousin and I stayed. We will be there from morning 4 o'clock until 10 o'clock at night and we will just sleep next door. There was one house, one sister place. We will just sleep there at night, but 4 o'clock we are there. And I don't know anything. No gyan, no nothing. When I actually arrived in Baba's room, My cousin, when we arrived at the center, as I'm saying, it's a long story. That moment, I felt Baba was calling me. And I said, I moved away. Why I moved away? I said, how can a picture call me? But Baba was real for me. But because I had no knowledge, I didn't understand. So I moved away. But these are all experiences. So what happens now? Experiences stays in the soul. So what we're collecting every day as we study and we're using all four subjects, we're collecting all these experiences. And as soon as 1 second, even less than a second, you're there in experience, no? When I went back home and I used to practice being bodiless, I will you do such yoga, I would go away. That up till now, those experiences are so powerful in the soul that I can move into that in any moment. I was like an angel doing everything. I have no consciousness. I don't even know that this is called angelic consciousness because there was no knowledge for it. So I'm so detached from it. And soul is with Baba. So what I'm saying is that all these are efforts we have to make here. So anything that comes in front of us as a situation, as a something done, always there is some form of obstacle or mayak that comes, right? Take responsibility for it. You're not taking responsibility for the situation, you're taking responsibility for how you want to feel, how you want to think, what you want to do. One thing, never ever blame yourself or blame anyone. No blaming game. No one, absolutely no one is responsible. I am completely responsible for all my experiences I'm experiencing throughout the day. I have so many situations also, so many things happen around me, but I teach myself some very deep lesson. If I see myself reacting to anything or have waste thought about anything, I go deeper into myself in silence. Why I go into silence? Because I have to receive from Baba that which I need to become victorious over that. Not standing up to people, but standing up to that weakness inside of the soul that is creating my own obstacle. And I have to pass it. I always tell myself I wasn't born to be a failure. You can fall 100 times, make mistakes however many times, but the victory doesn't lie in that. The victory lies in how strong, how powerful, what more did the soul receive from Baba? And then we will not carry waste thoughts, wasteful feelings, wasteful of anything, because waste actually destroy our power. Anything which is wasteful, it takes away everything from us. So don't spend your time, whether lokik, alokik, wherever you are, don't spend the time in thinking too much about anything. And where we are in the time now is to become so detached, so much. Even this word detach is such a not a very feelingful word. Huh? But to be with Baba alone. I'm so much with Baba, completely in love with Baba, completely in that beautiful state with Baba. So think about these things and feel the importance of your own self and the worth that God has given to you, that there is no distraction, right? Yes. Last, so first, right? Yes. You're the youngest baby in this class. Yes. You're happy you're here? Good. Yes. Be happy that you're here. You've found God before it's time to go home. So we are all ready to go home? Yes? Sure, you're ready to go home? There is no pull of any kind in this world? The body is not telling you, I want this, I need this? No? That is very good. So when situations come in front of you, that also you say you're going home? Or you're thinking here? Well, how much time I spend in thinking? Huh? How much time I spend in thinking? Vices we have left, but these things of thinking, we're still thinking a lot. What you say, a sochta, no? Thinking, sochna, and all these beautiful words, feelingful words. So, no thinking too much. Every time your mind is picking up something to think, say, intellect has to be so powerful to say, Baba. Baba is my stop sign. Interesting that they put stop sign as red also. Stop sign also has red because Baba is also, we gave him the color of red, light. So stop, Baba. And so Baba should be so powerful that when I say Baba, everything has to stop. And then move on. We don't want to be stuck for anything. I ask myself this question. I said, look at this thing. Do you want to get stuck in this or do you want to become like Lakshmi Narayan and enter their kingdom? What do you want? Sometimes we have to talk to ourselves like this. No? We talk to others like that. How many times we give our own self these lessons? We have to become the number one teacher for ourselves. Baba is teaching, Baba gives us knowledge. The whole day I'm teaching myself what Baba says. And so, see that. Don't pick up anything with your mind and play with it. And then it becomes my feelings. We create all these feelings, no? Acha, time up. Shanti. You know, we were having one thought before we do 2 minutes yoga. Acha. Mm. Mhm, mhm. Doesn't come up.
ओम शांति। अ, दीदी ने बताया कि जब वो शांति वन में गए थे तो बाबा के रूम में उन्होंने चारों सब्जेक्ट के एक्सपीरियंस को और उसको अलग अलग है या एक ही है इस तरह का अनुभव बाबा को कहा कि कराए तो उन्हें ऐसा लगा कि चारों ही सब्जेक्ट एक है और आत्मा के अंदर सब कुछ एक साथ धारण होता है, चाहे ज्ञान, योग, धारणा, सेवा, ये सब कुछ मानो एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है, अलग अलग नहीं है। और जो हमारी इच्छाएं होती है इस दुनिया की वो हमें बाबा से दूर ले जाती है। तो जिस तरह से नए बच्चे करते हैं कि हम इस दुनिया से जा रहे हैं सूरज चांद के पार, लेकिन हम पुराने बच्चे होते हुए अब हमें उस प्रैक्टिस की ज़रूरत नहीं है। हम हमेशा ही न्यारे और प्यारे रहते हैं और हम उस चेतना से आते हैं कि हम एंजल हैं या मास्टर ऑलमाइटी अथॉरिटी हैं देवी हैं, हम वहाँ से आके फिर इस दुनिया में अपना रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं। तो जिस तरह बाबा जब आते हैं मधुबन में, तो सारी आत्माएं एकदम साइलेंस में रहती है, तो हमें भी उसी वहीं से आना है, घर से आना है और इस दुनिया में अपना रोल प्ले करना है, उतना पावरफुल, उतना डिटैच्ड। और चाहे हम भोजन कर रहे हों, जैसे ब्रह्मा बाबा भोजन करते थे, तो ऐसी याद में रहते थे कि उन्हें बिल्कुल सुध बुध ही नहीं रहती थी इस दुनिया की। तो हमें उस स्थिति को अपने पार्ट में लेके आना है और ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल का पूरा फायदा लेते हुए थॉट्स को पूरा स्टॉप करना है और व्यर्थ को कंप्लीटली रोकना है। और हमें किसी को भी जिम्मेवार नहीं ठहराना है अपनी स्थिति के लिए, अपने थॉट्स और फीलिंग्स के लिए। और अ, न- जैसे दीदी ने बताया, वो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं कि जब भी कोई परिस्थिति आती है तो वो साइलेंस में जाते हैं। जब भी वो रुक जाते हैं या कुछ व्यर्थ चलता है, तब वो साइलेंस में जाते जाकर बाबा से वो शक्ति लेते हैं और उसको सॉल्व, बाबा से कहते हैं कि उसको ठीक किया जाए, कि मेरे अंदर वो क्या चीज जो चल रही है। और वो बिल्कुल भी कोई परिस्थिति को ब्लेम नहीं करते। तो हमें भी वही करना है और अपने अंदर ही झांकना है और बाबा से शक्ति लेते रहना है। तो ब्रिजमोहन भाई जी का भी एग्जाम्पल दिया दीदी ने, कि उन्होंने एकदम साइलेंस का प्रैक्टिस किया और वो आत्मा एकदम डिटैच थी और उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि कब उनको शरीर छोड़ना है। तो हमें भी ऐसी ही प्रैक्टिस करते रहना है। और अब जब अंत समय है, तो ये और ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि जो भी अनुभव हम करेंगे, चाहे ज्ञान से या योग से, वो आत्मा में रिकॉर्ड हो जाता है और बहुत इजी होता है फिर उस अनुभव को लेके आना। तो हम सबका अपना अपना जो अनुभव है, वो ही हमारे लिए कारगर है। शांति।
I know some of you might have to leave, but you know, there was this thought that came up. Sangeeta Ben and myself, we were discussing, and she said to me yesterday, she said, I said, what's happening upstairs? I saw those people are still working there. I said, what's happening there? She says that place is still under dispute. They still have problems. These two people, same two people, can't come together to clear it up. So I said, why don't we go to with her, them to bar with Baba and clear it up and let them give it to Baba? Now that's like a big thing, right? But is anything big for God? Huh? Our thought will be it's big thing, right? And who does anything belong to and everything belong to Baba? So I said to her, why don't we get it? She says, well, so this is where I'm saying to the family, now if everyone has same thought, because you know why? Actually, maybe that place is waiting for Baba. That place, that space is waiting for Baba, because if you have any Lokik person who is going to move and take that space, it could become an obstacle for this place. Huh? I remember even in our place where we are living in New York, they say White House. That's residence, and it used to be. It was painted in white. And when Dadi came, Dadi says that's White House, and this is Harmony House. So this is how it became White House. So it's not Washington White House; it's our White House. And so the next door house was burnt. There was a fire. And so those people, the first people they offered the house to was us, if we wanted to buy that house. And the mistake, drama makes no mistake. But when you will look at it in your way, ordinary way, you will say it was a mistake that we didn't buy the house. Because the neighbors who have moved in the house, they are completely Jewish neighbor, and they're both lawyers, and they are on the tongue board. So they would find reasons to give us, like, create little bit obstacle here and there. We don't bother. We use whatever we have to do, we do it and take care. But why I'm sharing this, that because it's upstairs and downstairs, the chances are of these things happen is very big. That whoever moves in, if they are not people who would see the same, like what? Everything for Baba, it could become difficulty. And this is why I said to Sangita Ben yesterday when she was saying, it's still empty. The thought we both had was, if everyone agrees, only then it can happen, no? Because what comes together, not head comes together, not we think that yes, this, and we say it's done in that sense. But when family come together and say, yes, Baba, then Baba, it can be with Baba. And whatever belongs to God, no one can take it. And I feel that's why maybe it's still waiting there. They are not, no, they are not deciding. Just as I had told her that those two people should come together, all of you continue to do, not that you're doing yoga for that space, but you do such yoga that the yoga becomes a destroyer of obstacle. Make sense? I'm not doing yoga to get a place because that's not yoga. That's desire sometimes. But yoga should be so powerful because Master Almighty Authority's stage is a stage that destroys everything in its path because you have all powers. And that's what stage we have to create with Baba, that in natural way, easy way. Yes, I said to her, okay, okay. Baba says, na, recently, okay, it's done. So what? Huh? Oi Peri. In English, they just translate as okay. So our English and Hindi is like sometimes it's like a little joke. Huh? So, anyways, that was a pure thought. So we just surrender it to Baba and we leave it. But our yoga is such so powerful to stay with Baba, whatever has to happen should happen naturally, easily. When you would have a nice big hall upstairs. Huh? Patam Prakash Bhai. Yeah. See? Now this is family thought now with Baba. Huh? Family thought. Huh? Okay. Okay, everyone. Okay, family on Zoom? Yes, family on Zoom. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's now separate ourselves from place, from people, from everything. Merge. Two powers that is very important is merging and emerging. So we have gone into the expansion of everything. Now we merge it. And what we are going to emerge? We are going to emerge what Baba has given to us as our property, as our attainment. And so let's sit comfortably. There is absolutely no distraction of any kind. I put everything away. It's a consciousness. And I even put this body in a very relaxed state. When I switch my consciousness off from this body, and in 1 second, I can feel myself as this beautiful point of light, this sweetest energy. Its fullness. Be the self with Baba in Paramdam. What is it like to be in Paramdam? Like silence. Just being my true self, original, eternal. Be the self in its highest form, equal to God. As is Baba's mind, intellect, sanskars, so am I. This experience is only at home. Well, the heart of the soul to feel from God with a pure being. With a pure being. Highest and high, almighty authority. Become aware of how you feel being at home with Baba. Become aware of your experience you're having right now. It is the most powerful experience that the soul can create of being in its natural form. Create it right now. It is the soul's perfect form. And with the awareness of how I am in my natural form, I now reconnect with the body. But as I use this body throughout the day, I'm consciously aware of what Baba gave to me in Paramdham. Very natural, very easily. When I have to speak, how do I speak? When I have to eat, how do I eat? All the things that I need to use this body for, how do I use it? Use it, become detached, completely free. Use the body, become free. And let this be my most beautiful experiment and experience throughout the day. Om Shanti.